Hey everyone, I'm here with today's 30 Days of UX Live. You may have noticed that I didn't do a video yesterday, and you may have also noticed my voice is a little scratchy. I think you found why I didn't do the video yesterday. I did lose my voice, but it's slowly coming back, and I wanted to do a video today for you all. So today's question comes from Aaliyah, and Aaliyah wants to know, how do you get stakeholders to pay attention to the metrics that are actually important, not just the metrics that they want to see? And this is a great question because stakeholders, just like everybody else, always have their own priorities and their own opinions about what's important and what they should be thinking about. And for this answer, I would come back to a principle that I first heard about in 2010 in a talk by Tamara Adlin. And she calls it the let them pee principle. And basically what that means is that you want to have a serious conversation and you want to talk about specific things, but the person you're with also has things they want to talk about. Think of it like you're on a road trip, she says, and the person next to you in the car is really needing to go to the bathroom. And you say, hey, person next to me in the car, let's talk about our relationship. Do you want to go antiquing? How about we get some oranges later? Maybe we should go to the store. And all that person in the car really wants to do is pee. And so you have to let them pee before you can have the rest of that conversation, because all they're going to be thinking about is using the bathroom. And in the same way, you have to let your stakeholders pee, not literally, but you have to let them talk about the things they want. And you have to talk with them about the things they want. You have to understand and speak to the metrics that they think are important before you can explain why these other metrics are also important. So think about the ways in which your stakeholders and their goals and what they're paying attention to. Understand what they think is important. Empathize with their perspective the same way we do with our users. And let them be. Let them have their say first. Let them do what they came to do, say what they need to say, talk about what they want to talk about, and then bring up your agenda. This works really well on websites too. When somebody wants to do something on your website or in your product, and you get in the way with sign up for our newsletter or download this other cool thing or check out this new feature you don't care about, it can be really frustrating. So let the people using your products pee first. Let them do the thing they came to do and then talk to them about the new thing. So coming back to convincing your stakeholders of metrics other than the ones that they are caring about, the other way to do this is to understand what the end goal is for those stakeholders and why they think those metrics are helpful. So what's the vision driving your company? What's the mission and the strategy that's happening? What are the high-level business goals that they're paying attention to? And why are they paying attention to those goals? Why do they think they're important? If you can speak to that and then talk about why the metrics you are recommending actually answer those questions better and get them closer to that goal and enable smarter and better decision-making towards those end objectives, those end goals, that end mission, then you can start to have that conversation and help them understand why they should pay attention to these other metrics. If you have other metrics you want them to pay attention to, but they have nothing to do with what your stakeholders care about, it's going to be a very hard sell. So you have to find a way to connect those dots, because I guarantee there is a way to connect those dots, and it's up to you to take a look and find it. And so if you want them to care about how successful people are at actually doing the things they want to do on your product, but your stakeholders don't care about that, find a way to connect it to what they do care about. Find a way to connect it to the amount of churn that you're getting or the amount of customers who are recommending you to potential new customers, or heaven forbid, Net Promoter Score. I know Net Promoter Score is having its heyday in terms of controversy, but a lot of stakeholders still care about Net Promoter Score. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. A lot of stakeholders still care about Net Promoter Score, which means that you have to care about it before you can move them away from it. You have to understand what it's doing for them before you can move them away to something different and better. And so that's how you get the stakeholders on board with the metrics you care about. You connect the dots to the things they care about with the stuff you care about. So find your metrics that you want to be tracking and talking about and making decisions on, and connect those to the big picture of your business and of your stakeholders. That's it for this week's videos because it's Friday. I hope next week to have my voice back in full, and I look forward to answering more of your questions then. Thanks for joining me on my 30 Days of UX. Have a great weekend. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I should also say that if you would like to submit a question or if you have a question, you can leave it in the comments here, or you can let me know at hello@pixelsforhumans.com. Thanks, everyone. Bye.